Hi everyone, I'm Sam Poland. I'll join along me in the booth by Nick Connick. We're here to bring to you what should be yet another great Bethel Park football season. Now Nick, the one thing about tonight's game, Bethel Park versus Plum, two losing record teams last year. What kind of game do you expect this to be? I mean, Plum scored the second least amount of points in all of the WPIAL last year with just 50 on offense the whole year. How do you think this game is going to play out?
Sam, I think that if Bethel Park can play some even just okay defense tonight, and if the offense gets clicking, I think it'll be an easy cruising win for Bethel Park.
So now the thing about tonight's game is that Plum has young players, but they are very experienced. They returned 7 starters to the offensive side of the ball, whereas Bethel Park only returns 2. They returned John Mascaro and Avery Dibble. What does Bethel have to do, or what do you think they could do tonight to be able to overcome this kind of obstacle?
I think that Bethel can just go out there and kind of get on Plum quickly. The starters might get rattled, especially in the first game of the season, even though they're experienced. If Bethel can get out there and put some points on the board quickly, it'll set them up good to get a win here.
I agree. Now, who do you expect to get the nod tonight? Cam Hay or Sean Seavey? Only Sean Seavey has started one varsity game. Last year it was a 14-3 loss to Mount Lebanon at home. Who do you expect to get to the nod tonight at the start?
I think Seavey will. I mean, it was 14-3 loss to Mount Lebo, but Lebo was a good team last year, and I was there. He played pretty well. I think that he can come out and give us a good performance tonight.
All right, so what do you expect the final score to be tonight?
Final score, I'm saying 42-7.
Bethel Park?
Bethel Park.
There you have it, folks. All right, folks, that's it for the pregame show. Tune in next. We'll be able to hear for the start of the game. I'll see you then. Bethel Park sending out their kickoff team to start off this season. Back to receive for the Mustangs are number 30, Zach Kuhn, and number 12, Jay Major. And here we go. Waiting for the whistle, and here we go. And the play is whistle dead. No starting whistle was blown. Therefore, we will redo the kickoff. And here we go. We're starting off again.
There's a whistle.
The play whistle has blown. Yes. That was what halted the last play. And here we go. This time, the start of another high school football season. Major on the return. A host of Hawks down in on the tackle. Among that, number 5, Cody Gilchrist, and number 24, Danny Emma. Danny Emma, as a sophomore, started on the kickoff and kick return teams. He's a very aggressive player, very agile, and very quick. He's an amazing athlete.
First down for the Mustangs, ball at the 17-yard line.
That was a return of about 12. And they will start at the Plum 17-yard line, I'm sorry. And a fumble on the play. Fumbled snap between the center and the quarterback, number 9, Corey DeLoach, recovered by the Mustangs. It'll be a second down and 11.
That was almost a really big early break for Bethel, Sam.
We almost got lucky there. But to Plum's advantage, thank God we didn't. And he rolls out the pass, and he is brought down behind the line by number 34, Brian Rock, the senior. That is definitely a big momentum swing early on here in the football game.
to the 7-yard line.
Deloach still under center. Motion man, and there is a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
We got a dead ball, false start on the offense. So that'll move the ball back 5 yards. And we will now have a third down
Illegal procedures.
from the 4-yard line.
This would be a hard punt for Plum if they don't get the first down
Very
here.
pressured. This is the part of the field where you do not want to make any mistakes, Nick. And they give the dive to the fullback. He muscles ahead for about 6 yards. Tackled by number 32, Alex Mitten, the sophomore. Wow.
Sophomore making a play in the first drive of his high school
Alex
career.
Mitten, another very aggressive player. And back to return, for the Hawks on this punt, number 24, Danny Emma, number 10, Avery Dibble. And it's a short punt, very short punt. And it goes out of bounds at the Plum 13-yard line. Bethel Park will have 13 yards to score here to start out the game. Bethel Park starts out on the 13-yard line. Cam Hay getting the nod tonight for Bethel Park. We're at number 21, Gary Gerst in the backfield for the Hawks. And Gerst gets the ball, and he goes up the middle. Is brought down by Plum, number 25, Jeff Ruffin.
Number 21, number 25 on the start for the Mustangs.
So we got a 2nd and 9. I'm coming for the Hawks. 9:38 remaining here in the first quarter. Number 7, Zach Rush, has checked into the game for Avery Dibble.
2nd and 9, ball on the play.
Gerst in the backfield again. Danny Emma in motion for the Hawks. And the give up the middle. That give up the middle was to number 39, John Mascaro. He muscles ahead for about 1 or 2 yards at most. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 6 here for the Hawks.
Stephen Kirchhoff and number 8, Anthony Rondo.
10 seconds now on the play clock for the Hawks. They need to get this play off. And Bethel Park burns a timeout, so the play clock does not run out.
It's unfortunate the Hawks had to blow a timeout this early in the game, Sam.
You never know if that'll come back to haunt them at the end of the half here. But also, that's very smart on the Hawks' part because of the situation that they're in, being only 8 yards from the end zone. They want to make sure that they get the best play possible so they can definitely get a swing of momentum right out of the gate here.
Sam, it looks like Cam Hay has gotten the start here tonight for the Hawks.
All right, here we come. Avery Dibble to one side, Danny Emma lined up to the other. John Mascaro, Gerst in the backfield. Hay under center. Danny Emma in motion. And a flag thrown again on the play.
There's a good ball foul.
Another false start on the Hawks. That would push them back 5 yards to the 13-yard line.
An illegal procedure.
That kills some momentum for the Hawks, doesn't it, Nick?
Yeah, it sure does. It's all right, though.
So instead of having a 3rd and 6 from the 8, they now have a 3rd and 11 from the 13. I know the feeling. You get so excited about running a play, you just jump a little bit. Or in my case, you line up under the guard. Same formation. And he runs a pass, and it's a screen back to Gary Gertz. He goes around the end, and he is brought down just shy of the first down. He stays inbound. The clock will continue to run. It'll be close. And they decide to take an official measurement.
Timeout for a measurement.
Sort of hard to tell from our angle here, Nick. But just the way that the players reacted, it looked pretty darn close. And they will mark it about 6 inches short of the first down.
It'll be interesting to see if Matheny, this early in the first game of the season, decides to go for it or just play it safe and kick the field goal.
Well, I see Cam Hayes still on the field, so it looks like he's opting to go for it. Now he's talking it over to his assistant coach, August. Yep, Cam Hay goes back on the field. Looks like they are going for it on a 4th and 1 from the 3-yard line.
This will be interesting to see if this decision is going to work out for the Hawks here. This could be a big early turning point in this game.
This, depending on what happens here, this could be, and they give up the middle. The ball is fumbled. The ball is fumbled on the handoff. Plum says they have it, and they do. Wow. I know we're all the way across the field, but we can definitely hear the Plum fan. They are definitely playing a factor in this game tonight, in the early going. The ball was fumbled on the exchange between Mascaro and Hay. They were trying to plunge it up the middle for the first down, but instead the ball was fumbled.
Plum will now take over on their 2.
First down, Mustangs.
Looks like Dibble was in on the tackle.
Gain of about 2 yards.
Tackle made by number 39, Ryan Appenberg.
That turnover really quieted Bethel Park's fan section. And the give is off to the side. Host of Hawks in on the tackle, number 37, Corey Roach.
Jake Pagilio on the run. 71 on the stop for Bethel Park. Ryan Chestnut. Third down and about 8. Third down 5. Inside ball on the 8.
And Plum, they decide to roll out. He throws it away before Mike Brucker was in on pursuing him, and he decides to throw it away to avoid a safety. So that'll bring a 4th down and 8 from the 5.
Smart play from the QB. You can always punt it away and give your defense a chance to hold strong.
The good thing about that play, Nick, is he was outside of the pocket. That was the key point to it. Because had he got rid of it inside the pocket, that would have been a safety. And a better punt this time. Returned, Dibble fields it at about the 42, and he runs, and he will be into it. Bethel Park touchdown. Avery Dibble, 42-yard punt return on his first return of the year. That definitely shifted momentum, and Bethel Park fans are on their feet now. 6:36 here left in the first quarter, and Bethel Park is up 6-0. Danny Christensen looking to tack on the extra point. Zach Rush holding the extra point for the Hawks. And the kick is up, and it is good. So with that, a 42-yard punt return touchdown Avery Dibble had. That puts the Hawks up 7-0, 6:36 left here in the first quarter. We have Danny Christensen set to kick off again, and here to return, number 30, Zach Kuhn, and Jay Major again. Danny Christensen had a booming kick his first time. This one, fielded by Kuhn at the 4-yard line, bobbled a bit. Follows his blocker, tackled by a... And on the tackle, number 5, Cody Gilchrist, taken out to about the 18-yard line, so a return of 14 for the Hawks. I mean Mustangs.
First and 10, Bethel Park. First and 10 Plum at their own 18-yard line.
And the give stopped before anything got started by Mike Bruckert. That is Bruckert's 3rd tackle of the game so far.
Tackle made by Bethel Park's number 68.
Kuhn gets about 2 yards on the play.
Gaining about 2 on the play. Second down and 8, ball on the 20-yard line.
And he rolls out the pass. Fires a dart to the sideline. Off his fingertips, incomplete. Pass intended. Jeff Ruffin. So that'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 20-yard line. Zach Rush in the defensive backfield for the Hawks. And quick screen picked off by Avery Dibble. And he will return that for his 2nd touchdown of the game. That pick was returned 25 yards for the Hawk touchdown. That puts him up 13-0. Danny Christensen trying for the extra point. Bethel Park's last score was just 57 seconds ago, Nick. And now here they are trying for their 2nd extra point attempt.
Christensen will be kicking for Bethel Park.
And the kick is up, straight through the uprights. Wow, a big turn of events for the Hawks in their favor. What do you think, Nick?
I think this is good for Bethel. They got out, got a lead early. Still hasn't scored a touchdown on offense, though, but I'm sure one will come.
Plum desperately needs to get something going on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, those fans are sitting here thinking about their 1-8 season last year, and I guarantee something is reminiscing in their minds right now that this is going to be more of the same. Kuhn and Major back to receive again.
Major and Kuhn back to receive for the Mustangs. Christensen kicking out for Bethel Park.
Beautiful kickoff by Christensen. He returns that at the 3-yard line. And Danny Emma got a finger on him, knocked him off the center of gravity, and he fell down with the ensuing hit. Be sure to tune in next week, folks. Monday night at 8:30, this game will be airing Bethel Park home against Mount Lebanon. Game time at 7:30 on Friday night. Or 7, excuse me. And the jet sweep to number 5, Kevin Odom. Brought down by number 7, Zach Rush, number 24, Cody Gilchrist, and number 37, Corey Roach. Now the good thing about this defense is that they are swarming to the ball. The Plum Mustangs are having a hard time getting anything going on offense just because of Bethel just swarming to the ball.
It's always a good thing to see, Sam, especially in the first game of the season.
Play clock down to 2. They get it off in time, and the give. Stop. He did not get anywhere. Danny Emma steps up, makes the tackle. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed, Nick, but I've said Danny Emma's name quite a bit so far tonight. We still have 4:35 left in the first quarter. He has showed up ready to play tonight. We can only hope that this kind of effort ensues throughout the rest of the season.
The ball carrier is Nate Turchuk, number 28. Up by 24. Emma.
And there's a fake, and it is brought down as he gets back to the line by number 34, Ryan Brock, and number 32, Alex Minton. So that'll bring a 4th down and 6 from the 21-yard line. Danny Emma and Avery Dibble back to receive again. Dibble has already returned one 42-yard return for a touchdown. And so they kick it to him again. He fields it from about the Bethel Park 44. He bounces through, and he is gone. Avery Dibble's 3rd touchdown of the night. This one, 54 yards for the score. A couple of moves, a couple of missed tackles, and next thing you know, Avery Dibble has his 3rd touchdown for Bethel Park tonight. 2nd punt returning.
3 touchdowns in the first quarter, Sam. That's crazy.
Either everything's going right for Bethel or everything's going absolutely wrong for Plum. Because Danny Emma, with 3:26 here in the 3rd quarter, is here lining up for his 3rd extra point. And there's a flag thrown. That is an encroachment on Plum, so they will move the ball up to the 2-yard line for Danny Emma to try the extra point. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Plenty of time to get this snap off. Another whistle. Flag thrown. So a false start on Bethel.
Procedure call against Bethel Park.
And a ball has rolled out on to the field, a beach ball that the Plum student section has brought in. And the Plum fans are going crazy about that.
On his own 14-yard line.
The ball's lined up on the block will be lined up on the 14-yard line. And the kick is up. It is through the uprights. 21-0. Bethel Park. 3:26 left in the first quarter. Now, I know they have a comfortable lead, but in the sport of football, you can't stop here. You got to keep going. You got to keep trying until that scoreboard says, like you said, 42-7. This game, it's still a football game, Nick.
Well, you never want to stop. Even if you get up, you want to go in there and you want to work on the little things, make sure they're fine-tuned for when you're playing in a closer game or in a pressure situation when they need to be perfect.
I agree. No lead is safe in the sport of football. Just looking down at the sideline, it seems as though the players are pretty relaxed. Rightfully so, however, like you said, this isn't time to just slack off.
To receive the kickoff for the Mustangs.
Just looking down at the sideline now, Dibble, you can tell, is tired. Or shorter kickoff for Danny Christensen. This one fielded at about the 11. And that'll do it. He goes out to about the 25-yard line.
First and 10 Mustangs.
Ball is given up the middle. Decent gain. Gets out to about the 30-yard line, the farthest they have proceeded all night with the ball.
Zachary Kuhn on the carry. 91, Michael Brooker.
Plum, handoff up the middle, goes nowhere, stopped in the backfield by big Mike Grimm.
Absolutely crushing blow neck.
On the stop, Michael Grimm.
I can tell you I wouldn't want to be tackled by him.
6'4", 302. I don't think many people on this planet would.
On the 30-yard line.
Third down, this Bethel Park defense has just been absolutely stingy tonight, Nick. I think that's a word that could accurately describe their defense tonight.
They're definitely not giving Plum anything, and Plum doesn't seem intent on taking it.
He drops back the pass.
Oh, tipped.
Up, and it has fallen incomplete. That was the exact same pass play in which Avery Dibble picked it off and ran it back for 30 yards.
Almost deja vu for Plum there, Sam.
Brings up the 4th down.
Avery Dibble has his helmet back on, and he's back on the field. Definitely a good sign for the Hawks, as he has carried the team most of the way here. Low punt. Snap. And Danny Christensen decides not to field it. It takes a Bethel Park bounce. And the ball is stopped before it can cross midfield again. It will be down at the Bethel Park 48-yard line. They will start at the 48-yard line. Cam Hay is still under center. Gersh the tailback. And Cody Gilchrist lined up to the near side. Mascaro in motion. And Hay rolls out. And he throws it. Caught. Oh! Cam Hay threw it to the back shoulder of Mike Brucker, and it fell incomplete. The ball actually was almost caught by the receiver from the far side, number 17, Ken Gilmore. He is now 1 for 2 on the night with a almost a touchdown. He almost had a touchdown on this streak. A flag is thrown by the defensive back judge. Delay of game on Cam Hay and the Hawks. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Hawks.
Sam, that's the second time this game that Bethel Park has ran out the play clock. First time they were forced to call a timeout.
Definitely not something you want to see. Now, it's the good thing that it's this early in the season and not the end of the season against Baldwin, where they'd be running the play clock out twice in the same quarter. trips to the right side. Cam Hay rolls out, fires it. It's caught by Dibble, out to the Plum 43-yard line. And Dibble with a nice almost 20-yard reception there.
Number 87, Nick DeLuca.
Dibble definitely came ready to play tonight, Sam.
He is one of the starters last year, one of the only 2 starters returning on the offensive side of the ball for the Hawks. And the give up the middle is to John Mascara. He plows his head away for the first down. Gain of 4, and a fresh set of downs for the fresh set of downs for the Hawks.
Daniel Bellio on the carry. Number 21 for the
In case you just recently joined us, folks, I'm Sam Poland. I'm joined along here with Nick Connick, Bethel Park versus Plum at Plum Stadium. And the score is 21-0. 42 seconds left now in the half for the Hawks. And they are building quite a drive here. And they give us to Gerst. He goes up the middle. A nice ankle tackle at about the 39-yard line. That could have gone really bad really quick.
21 on the carry. Gary Gerst.
Just looking down at the sideline, Avery Dibble is getting very tired.
Stephen
He is on the field less and less. And there have been a couple times where the trainer has gone over to him already.
Second and 10.
There's 5 seconds. They're trying to get the play off here. 2, 1, and they do so. And the give is to number 31. Even number 31, Zach Enoch, his first carry of the night. That'll go for 12 yards and a Bethel Park first down as the play in here in the first quarter has expired, with Bethel Park up 21-0.